You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts J-Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, and some of you for the first time, to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What up, y'all? What's going on?
How's everybody, man?
Good.
Camera's always on.
Always on, brother.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother? One thumb up. That's what's up, man.
One thumb.
Most definitely, man. Episode 278 of the Full Sport Press podcast. We are breaking down the winners and losers of the first week of the NBA free agency period.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
Better damn know it.
Better than believe it.
For sure,
All
man.
right now.
Let's kick it off, man. Best of the week, Weez. What you got?
Best of the week for me was Steph Curry, man. He was actually in China on his promo and flew all the way to New York just to tell KD, thank you for coming to Golden State.
And didn't end up going there. It's tough.
Yeah. Oh, well, KD didn't get him going there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a long
But it
flight.
lets you know,
bro.
yeah, that's how long dude that dude.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Stand-up guy.
It's all about stand-up guys, for sure, man.
For sure.
What about you, Jeff?
Oh man, FSP listeners, man, they the best of the week.
Okay.
Last night was the summer league opener for Zion.
For sure.
The first 3 to 4 minutes, my mentions was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The texts were crazy.
Yeah.
Now, your man's overrated.
Yeah.
He ain't nothing. Then all of a sudden, Kevin Knox happened,
Yeah, Kevin Knox definitely happened.
and then it changed real quick.
It changed quick.
It changed real quick.
Yeah.
You're right.
He looked out of shape, though.
I heard that too. I heard he was 300.
He definitely looked out of shape, though. Jeff, keep it a buck. He like
Nah,
Booger.
what-
He like Booger McFarland.
Nah, he don't look like Booker McFarland.
That's way too.
But he was a little out of shape, though.
He looked like he may need some suicide.
He looked like he gained weight since the
draft.
combine.
Okay.
I don't know.
He hasn't played
dragging it out a little bit too far.
Yeah, I mean he hasn't played basketball since the Sweet 16, Elite 8.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it looked like he ain't been doing no training sessions. Have you seen him training anything? I ain't
Yeah,
seen no
he's been
videos.
training.
He
He's
probably
been
been trained,
trained.
but
He has been trained.
but it hasn't been extensive cardio, probably.
For sure.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
For sure.
But he definitely let Kevin Knox know what it is.
I mean, but Kevin Knox outplayed him, though.
Kevin Knox is also a second-year pro.
Exactly. I'm just saying.
And then a lot of people,
I'm-
as you say, need to watch more basketball. That's
Sure.
probably the Knicks starting 5 that was out there.
I literally said that in our group chat.
Yeah, I wonder why Kevin Knox was out there so long.
I mean, they're just trying to get in rhythm.
They need reps.
And with RJ Beard, they won't play the whole summer league.
Nah, but
No, for
they gonna win the summer league.
Oh, for sure. I said that. For sure. My best of the week is Nipsey Hussle's family gets the marathon continued. Family of Nipsey Hussle officially have the rights to the marathon continues. The Crips will no longer move forward with attempting to trademark the signature phrase.
Thank you.
And the Crips apologize to the family and fans of Nipsey Hussle. So classy move by the Crips.
Classy move.
Classy. Keep it classy, Crips.
Yeah.
Keep it classy, Chris.
For sure. Worst of the week, Weez, what you got?
My worst week was Kawhi Leonard, man.
Okay.
It just went on too long.
Yeah.
I'm happy it's over now, but it went on too long.
He drug it out as long as he could.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
pretty sure we're gonna talk about that one.
Oh, here we are. So what you got, Jeff? Worst.
Worst of the week, man. Jay, it's you, Jay.
Uh-oh.
Somebody said they want to see you on the court,
Oh.
and you don't want to do it.
Like basketball?
That's what I said, like basketball.
I want to see. 'Cause I know you got it. You still got it.
Oh, yeah, I still got it.
You know what I mean?
Unless they are pertaining to talk about NBA 2K. We could just go play horse.
Right.
But as far as me guarding somebody in
Right.
2019, it ain't happening. It ain't enough money in the world, So maybe a year and a half, 2 years too late, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
It'd been a good game.
it'd have been a good game.
It'd been a good
for sure.
game.
Yeah, for sure.
Who called you out?
One of our friends that we grew up with.
What about?
Nah, shout out to Butterball.
Shout out to Butterball.
Shout out to Butterball. Nah. Shout out to Boston.
Yeah.
My adversary growing up.
Yeah.
And he's still, he tore his Achilles too.
Yeah.
But he's like 4 years, 5 years out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he is.
And I'm a year. So, and I'm never playing basketball again. So, unless he wants to play some horse or some 2K, let's do it.
Yeah, but other than that,
nah, it's a wrap.
hey, man, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
man.
tough, man.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to say
I
no
know.
about
That's why I wanted to bring it up there, because maybe if I do it this way,
Yeah, that was
'cause
tough.
I saw you. You almost thought about
Hey,
it.
man. That hurt. That hurts. I'm going to move on to my worst of the week. It's Tim Tebow,
Oh,
great
man.
the greatest college quarterback of all time and current New York Mets prospect, had a televised interview with the Mets last month. During the interview, Tebow revealed that he is currently on a low-carb keto diet. That's okay, that makes sense, right?
Right.
But more importantly, he stated that he hadn't had a soda since he was 15 years old, and Tebow turns 32 in August. So, at 15 years old, he read a book that informed him that sodas were not good for him, so he did not partake in any sodas since. Not only does he do circumcisions, and his body is a sacred temple.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tim Tebow. But live a little.
I'm telling you, man.
I can see the
die
soda
alive.
thing. I can
I can see Tim Tebow read a book at 15.
Yeah.
He's like, what? Soda's not good for me? Never
Done.
doing it.
Never doing it.
Yeah.
again.
Never doing it.
Come on, Tim. Live a little.
A lot of
dude.
people do that with pork all the time. Oh, pork's
Yeah.
not good for you, and just stop eating pork.
Dude, you know how good root beer is?
It's not good ginger.
Ginger ale, dog? He's missing out. And
I can give
understand.
up. I can give up all the rest of them. But
Yeah.
I got had ginger.
I got to have ginger ale. That ain't no question. Most definitely.
And make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV hip hop podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee and producer M Extra each and every Wednesday. This week's episode is the Hip Hop Free Agency episode. Shout out to you, Weezy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Coming up
Appreciate
with
it.
that
Good
idea.
find, boy.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Hip Hop Free Agency, great episode. Shout
Yeah.
out to the guys.
Good episode, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, most definitely.
Who y'all giving the max to?
Drake.
I mean, not other big guys.
Oh,
the baby.
Yeah, the baby.
I'm giving the max to the baby.
Yeah,
Max.
yeah.
Max.
I don't know.
Max.
Really?
Man.
I don't know why. I
Hey.
think he's gonna be here for a while. I don't know.
What about you?
Yeah.
As far as the young guys,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's not already an OG status.
Starlito.
Yeah. Really?
Consistent. He was my vet man.
Yeah.
I give him a vet man.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Definitely.
Now, somebody else, let me think.
I want Big Sean.
Big Sean, oh, yeah, that's a max player for sure. He's like, it's like one of those Victor Oladipo type players.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the baby or a little baby. One of the two.
The
One of the
baby
babies.
or a little baby.
One of the babies. He's getting max.
Young and May for me.
Not even.
Huh?
I'm joking.
Just gonna throw
Shout
it
out
out there.
yeah.
I was gonna say vet minimum. Let's move on now.
Fresh for Dummies, me and my dog Animal Brown is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You catch our latest issue. Issue number 48 is up right now, directly for the culture. Follow the show IG page at Fresh for Dummies and simply search Fresh for Dummies on all your social media handles. Wear your kicks. Cop responsibly. Big announcement coming soon. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I don't even know the big announcement. You know the big announcement, sure?
Nah, I'm staying out of that.
Yeah,
They
sure.
ain't our show, Wiz. I guess we gonna find out like everybody else.
Shout out play saver.
Now we gotta find out everybody else. I want to be surprised. Like I like it.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying.
All right, Jeff.
What? I meant that.
I know you did.
You can read up on your favorite FSP co-host. Dang, I didn't say. Give props to the show. Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on the past episodes from the shows we just mentioned and much, much more. How you do that, your ass Weezy? Just search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. OMG.
RMG. Most definitely. Jeff, you got 10 good wrestling seconds.
Yeah.
Start the clock.
All right, so Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff definitely made their presences felt this week on WWE TV. People got carted off to the hospital on Monday Night Raw. Got weird there for a second.
Yeah, it gets weird in wrestling.
Hopefully it leads to a ratings boost because they're suffering right now. Fox is asking questions, especially spending that $1 billion they just spent to bring SmackDown over. And then somebody has the not so smart idea to bring the Sting and Undertaker match and make that actually happen.
Oh God.
Yeah, both of those guys are so far past their prime right now.
Who you got?
we don't need that at all. Who you got?
Give me Sting.
Because Taker look bad.
Yeah, man.
Now, was it a dream match? Absolutely, but for some reason it's coming back up, and I don't think we need to see that at all.
Is wrestling that far down? Where they gotta bring back?
Yes, for WWE's
It's down like that?
They're at company low ratings since the early '90s.
Dang.
Like,
What are people watching instead?
they're just not watching it.
Just
Yeah, people aren't
It's not
watching
that
it.
good
They
anymore.
they're listening to podcasts. They're listening to recaps, reading recaps and stuff like that.
The old wrestling.
Do you think they need like a superstar? They're missing a
They're
superstar,
definitely missing a superstar,
and they're gonna blame it on Kofi.
and either that, and they're oversaturating the superstar they have. So you see somebody every week doing the same thing, wrestling the same people. It's not as captivating. I mean, I don't even watch every show no more. Like I used to, you know what I mean? So it's just.
You think they need to go back down to just one show instead of having SmackDown Raw?
I think if the idea is supposed to be is one show. If you're on Raw, you only wrestle on Raw. If you're on SmackDown, you wrestle on SmackDown. But for some reason, they've blurred that line lately, and then you're seeing people on every week, same time, and it's not. There's no need to have a brand split if you're not going to go by it. You know what I mean? Or a draft day if you're not going to go by it.
It's tough, man.
Yeah,
Tough for rest.
XFL. I'm waiting on XFL.
just so you can say XFL like Vince.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
XFL.
In case you missed it, man, the International Olympic Committee took steps last week to add a new sport, breakdancing, to the 2024 Paris Summer Games. Now, breaking, skateboarding, surfing, and sport climbing were previously added to the Paris Summer Games in a recent IOC vote. Skateboarding, surfing, and sport climbing are already set to be a part of the Summer Games in Tokyo, after which the IOC is expected to make a final decision going forward. Now, the street dance competitions will have 16 athletes in each men and women's medal events in Paris. All 4 sports must prove themselves to be Olympic observers and could be removed from the Paris' programs amid final approval by the IOC board. Are you guys excited about breakdancing becoming an Olympic sport?
I'm excited they're trying to spice up the competition and just bring something new to the Olympics. Because
add a little culture.
Yeah.
Bring a little bit of the culture in.
I only watch for 2 events, summer games for 2 events.
Yeah.
Two sports.
Track and field.
And
oh no, dude, swimming.
Swimming's
popping. Katie Ledecky.
She's
cold.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll check it out.
So swimming's cold.
Yeah.
But other than that,
I watch water polo.
Crickets.
Okay. Y'all get in 9 feet. Y'all get in 9 feet of water try to throw a ball in 9 feet of water.
No, I'm not saying it's not hard to do or interesting. I'm just not.
I'm not watching for sure. Now, tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend to watch water polo.
That the revolution will be podcasted. And before we get started the first half, do you have a yellow box of Cheerios award recipient for the listeners week?
I do. This week's is Memphis Grizzlies forward Dillon Brooks.
That's right. Okay. The small forward from the Memphis Grizzlies, was already said to have gotten 2 women pregnant with his child in a short time span. But now there's a second woman that claims to have got pregnant by Dillon Brooks. On top of that, messages between them were put on the internet and shows her accusing him of giving her an STD as well.
Yeah.
Now, Brooks' alleged hookup was off of birth control, and he had a little time to kill due to a foot injury. She ended up pregnant, and he denied it was his, which drove her to stress, which caused a miscarriage. Despite the pregnancy scare and denial, the 2 kept hooking up. But this time around, Brooks was prepared. He gave her a Plan B pill. After the 2 smoked weed and his condom slipped off prior to a game in March, the source says shortly after the hookup, she was tested for an STD and found out that she had chlamydia, which she blamed on Brooks, and he denied. The 2 stopped speaking ever since. Dillon Brooks, you need to find something else to do with your time because you clearly have a side job, and that is fornicating.
Young Dillon need to get a shooting coach.
Yellow box, man. Get some honey nut Cheerios, man.
2K.
He worked hard for this yellow box.
Stay out of the yellow box, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, Dillon.
Come on, Dillon.
Yeah, I know Memphis go Memphis.
Yeah,
but
but
you gotta. Yeah,
you have it. And I get it. There's nothing to do in Memphis. Come on, though, man.
Zach Randolph had a good time in Memphis.
Sure in the hell did,
You should
man.
just follow that blueprint. Or
Stay the hell away from Ja Morant. That's what I want.
Don't you ruin Ja Morant for us.
Don't you? Hey, man. Congratulations, though, Dillon Brooks. You played yourself.
Good, great.
You guys ready to start the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The first half is underway.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Joe.
I'm Weezy. What's happening?
Weezy, where can they find you at on social media, my brother?
FSP_Weezy on IG. And I'm at How Weezy on Twitter.
Facts.
In your bag, Wiz.
Big boy facts.
Yeah, most definitely. Where you at, Jeff?
Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Sure. And I'm JAIHOV on Instagram and Twitter. Come to Twitter and have a full conversation with me about anything that's related to sports, anything else I don't really care about. Hip hop too. We can talk some hip hop for sure. And FSP _ cameraman on the gram. We're getting a picture this week. We're supposed to have a conversation about IGTV this week. Dropped the ball. Yeah. Yes. It's okay.
You gonna give out Locke's handle?
Yeah, Locke is Locke _ the _ great THA.
Yeah.
Don't forget it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm happy we didn't have him for his worst of the week. He
man.
took the air out.
Yeah.
His worst of the weeks, man.
I do miss you having you here, Coach Life.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, those literally the worst of the weeks for sure. Let's kick out the first half with some soccer talk. The United States women's national team set an all-time record for jersey sales in 2019. The home jerseys are Nike's #1 jersey for 2019 and earned the single-year sales records for men and women's soccer jerseys. Now, Fanatics also saw a major increase in jersey sales during the Women's World Cup as well. Sales of home jerseys are up 500% in 2019 compared to 2015. Plenty of the jerseys will be on display on Sunday as the U.S. team faces the winner of Sweden and Netherlands, and it was the Netherlands. So in the Women's World Cup final on Sunday, the U.S. women's national team defeated England in the semis on Tuesday. Big deal, little deal, or no deal for the women's team to win the World Cup.
Huge deal.
Huge deal.
Big deal, man.
Yeah. Nike needed this. They took a lot of criticism after pulling the Betsy Ross Air Max 1s from shelves. And you see a dramatic increase on StockX. They're going for like $1,800 for a shoe that was $130.
Right.
Yeah, man.
The Netherlands look strong though. I watched that game against that game you just mentioned.
Yeah.
The semifinal game. They look strong out there.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm excited to see this game for sure. But I think it's hard to overstate how important this year has been for women.
Women's sports. Yeah,
just women's sports, man. It's been awesome. 2019 is the year of the woman. From hip hop all the way to sports.
Yeah.
For sure, it's been a good run.
Been a hot girl summer.
It's been a hot girl summer for sure.
So,
Yeah.
Let me move on before I say something stupid. All right, let's go to the NBA. According to a Woj bomb, the Sixers have offered the young Ben Simmons a 5-year, $170 max contract extension.
Yeah.
Whew. Shout out to Clutch Sports and Rich Paul. They expected to work through the details toward eventual agreement, and Simmons currently has one guaranteed season left on his 4-year, $26.6 million rookie contract.
Sure.
For a guy who doesn't want to shoot, that's a lot of money.
Jay, now we ain't got to shoot now to get on 100 million.
You ain't got to shoot the ball.
We just got to pass the rock.
Yeah, that's it. You got to be 6'10", too.
Yeah.
You got to be freaky.
Yeah.
You got to be 16.
Yeah.
For sure. You got to be a 16 point guard at that.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, he
We
can
ain't
run the
gotta
floor.
shoot no more, though.
Yeah,
He can run the floor though. He can
Love
he
hand
definitely do
layup.
that,
Let's just keep it a buck. That's his one serious flaw.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a serious one.
It's a serious flaw, but it's a no brainer for them to extend him past this. He's what, 22? 23, be 23 next month.
Got to.
Already got rookie of the year. He could have been a rookie he could have been an all-star as a rookie.
Right.
So, and he already has an all-star appearance under his belt.
Yeah.
His jumper is very discouraging. Shout to Parham. I know he's listening.
Yeah.
It's his guy. He can't shoot though. So, but some things we know what he can do.
Yeah.
And it's enough to extend that contract easily. I think the main thing is just peace of mind for him though. Like going into the season and you have a contract already done, you're ready to play. You're just working on getting better. So they have to make sure they get this done before the season starts.
I was listening to some late night sports radio. Baby girl's keeping me up all night. So
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
So, and they were saying Ben Simmons with his contract is a no-brainer.
It is.
But they said the only time it matters in the playoffs when you need to shoot, he can't.
Yeah.
So does it backfire at the end?
Still though, this is the #1 player in a draft class. He's rookie of the year, already an all-star, a transcendent player at his position. I am worried about him though because he's not even looking to shoot.
Yeah, he don't care.
Yeah.
Well, how can you care when you get 170?
I think we're gonna talk about this a little more in the second half, but I think Philly did enough to hide that flaw
Exactly.
until he's ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This time. So we'll see.
I think he's just entirely too young, too talented
To give up. You can't give up on that
to
yet.
give up on that. Nah. Let's move on to baseball. The New York Yankees agreed to terms with 16-year-old Jason Dominguez, the top prospect on MLB's pipeline for top 30 international prospects. The young outfielder's deal is worth an estimated $5 million, which is a record-setting amount for an amateur international free agent. He is nicknamed the Martian because his talent is so superior that there is no way he is from this planet. Did the Yankees overpay for Dominguez?
I'm always afraid when you bringing in teenagers to stuff like this.
For sure.
Like teen, not 18-year-old, 19-year-old, but like 15, 16,
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
But that kid, the highlights though, his tape, he jumps off the tape.
We just talked about Ben Simmons being a transcendent talent. It's scouts that's going on record saying that he's better than Mike Trout at his age, saying that he was compared to Mickey Mantle. The last person that we saw that was compared to Mickey Mantle was Bryce Harper. So he is only 5'11". That's the scary part about it. But which is relatively short for MLB standards.
He's 16. I mean 15. 16. He
What
might
position
just
he
grow
play?
one more time.
What position he play?
Outfield.
Yeah.
Athlete.
Yeah, but he's from the DR.
Yeah.
So,
Chill.
Yeah, I'm stay away from that.
Chill.
Shout out to the Yankees scouting.
Oh, yeah. Nah.
Like
Farm system's crazy.
Where did they find this guy? They found Aaron Judge out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They found this guy out of nowhere.
People get paid to do
A lot of money to find me a guy.
Yeah.
Every time I think about somebody like getting scouted in baseball, I'm thinking of the movie Life. When they say,
Can't get right.
Hey, you come with me.
Hey, what was Can't? Yeah, look at Can't Get Right.
Yeah.
Forgot about Can't Get Right.
It was his
Put him
handlers.
on that baseball. Shout out to Coach Lott.
You put Can't Get Right on
Yeah,
space.
yeah, for
You know
sure.
what? Let's
Yeah,
move on.
let's move on.
Now, this one hurt.
Whoa.
This one hurt. Is this me and your guy?
This is our guy.
It's your guy.
This is our guy.
Oh my God. All right. Shout out to the now former coach at Independence Community College, Jason Brown of Last Chance U on Netflix, was indicted on 10 charges Friday. And this is for the Parsons sons. 8 of those indictments were for felonies, 4 for blackmail, 4 more counts of identity theft, and 2 more were for criminal false communication. Wow. According to a story published by the Montgomery County Chronicle, one of the 2 newspapers allegedly victimized by Brown, the case against Brown results from an investigation into emails sent to the Chronicle as well as Independence Daily Reporter. What in the world was he out there doing?
Yeah, it's not often you find a connection between Johnny Cochran and this guy. Man.
Yeah.
Like, why in the hell did he do that? I just would love to see the emails that he was sent posing as an attorney. Like, come on, JB.
He was doing a lot.
Come on, man.
That's y'all guy.
Yeah,
I ain't watched that show. That's y'all guy.
Yeah.
That's a rhythm dude, but the thing, I didn't like the way that he was talking to some of the players.
He was wild.
Yeah, like he coached everybody the same way.
Yeah.
And everybody can't be coached the same way.
Right.
And it was tough to watch, but this upcoming season, which airs July the 19th, I'm excited about that. I want to see if they're gonna chronicle like that.
Just
like,
at least bring some of that.
I'm sure it's gonna have to.
Because he broke dude from Florida State.
Yeah.
I forget his name now, but the quarterback from Florida.
He's in Nevada now.
Yeah, but he.
What is his name?
Oh my God, he broke him.
Yeah.
Like he was supremely talented. Yeah, he had some flaws and he ended up there for a reason. But dude, he was a regular guy. Malik.
Yeah,
Right,
Malik. Yeah. But I tell you what, man, the irony about this though, because Weezy gonna have to say this now because he don't know what the hell we're talking about. Is this coach is now in a position where he's gonna have to get a second chance.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Last Chance U.
Last Chance U, man.
It's a good damn sports show.
You're really missing out on some especially now.
Oh man.
You definitely need to start Last Chance U from the beginning.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, this is
3 seasons.
This is going to the 3rd season. Yeah. Dude,
for real.
I'm watching All American right now, but I'll check it out.
No. All American is good.
All American.
Was that on Netflix?
It's WB.
You watching that?
I watch All American. Yeah.
You watching that, but not watching Last Chance U?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's rough.
Let's move on.
I didn't say I didn't say I was happily watching it.
Okay.
It's rough.
Okay, now that makes sense.
You gotta watch Last Chance U.
Woo, yeah, you do. Oh shit, I needed that laugh. All right, before we get started with halftime, let's talk about a 4th of July tradition. 35-year-old Joey Jaws Chestnut ate 71 wieners and buns to secure his 12th title at Nathan Spaniel famous annual July 4th hot dog eating contest. And he was just a few dogs shy of breaking the record he set last year, which was 74.
He coasted the last 2 minutes.
Now, Miki Sudo won the women's competition by chomping down 31 hot dogs. Yeah, the 33-year-old fell short of her total last year of 37 Frankfurters, but earned her 6th consecutive title by easily beating runner-up Michelle Lesko, who wolfed down 26 hot dogs. If you guys are keeping score, Sonia the Black Widow Thomas holds the all-time record for 45 hot dogs in 10 minutes for a woman. How many hot dogs are you eating in 10 minutes?
Here, I'm gonna shock the room here. I don't really like hot dogs.
I don't mean neither. Though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest.
Hot dogs.
I can deal with them. Like,
I eat hot dogs.
grilled hot. Like if it's not grilled, it's like
it's gotta be burnt. Grilled.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah,
you want a grill.
Yeah, I'm not even putting no regular like.
Nah,
I'm not
you ain't boiling no hot dog either.
You're not boiling a hot dog. Boiled hot dog.
No.
Grown man. When last time you had a boiled hot dog?
Last week.
Hey,
I hadn't had a boiled hot dog in a minute.
Nah,
Turkey dogs, hot dogs. You had a hot dog.
Last week.
Frank's hot dogs.
You do mustard.
Definitely.
And pickle relish.
I hadn't had a hot dog in a minute. I might join this.
But real quick about Joy Chestnut. They said, you know how his jaws are huge, right?
Sure.
They said he can bite a jawbreaker in one bite.
Cameraman like shit like that.
That's crazy though, right?
That's
you know how hard a jawbreaker is.
Yeah. Let's get your
Chestnut and Sudo will each take home $10,000 for those wins. Now to pair,
what they do for the rest of the year?
Yeah, 10 bands for that.
What was Kobayashi at this year?
Kobayashi,
he's washed.
He done.
Yeah,
for sure.
Chestnut took his style.
Took his whole shit.
He made a hot song.
Fact though. Now to prepare for this contest, the contestants drink 1 gallon of fluids, either milk or water, as fast as they can, and they also fast for several days to make sure the stomach is completely empty. Doctors strongly suggest listeners, Weezy,
try that at home.
Nobody should try this at home. Yeah. Competitive eating will literally tear your stomach apart by expanding.
So I can't try that $5.99.
No.
What about that $5.99 crystals?
$5.99 crystals. I need to see you sign up for that.
So what is that?
For real?
I think
how many you can eat in a day or something like that?
I don't know, but I'm going to buffet crystals.
I know one person, and I think that I don't know if he's still in training shape. Besides Coach Locke,
I'm telling you,
Coach Locke.
If Coach
Larry,
listen,
in college,
Larry
ate 45 wings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
He did
with 2 servings of potatoes. Like what are those called? Potato wedges.
What?
Now he didn't come to class the next day. He missed class.
If I can get Coach Locke just to be like, hey, we're going out of town, we ain't gonna work out for a week.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be partying all night. And we're gonna go to Christmas one night. Coach Locke do numbers.
You know how mad he would be?
He'd be hot because he can't work out.
Coach Locke no, I ain't talking about working. I'm talking about not eating, preparing for this.
Ooh, yeah, Coach Locke gets cranky. So mad.
Shout out to Coach Locke. You guys ready to get started with halftime? Let's go.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Getting right into it. You know what we're leading off with? The Clippers. Now, what does this do for the balance in the power in the West? Are the Clippers now the favorite? The Billy Crystal Clippers. Does this place them at the top of the West just by making this move? What do you guys think? We're going to move on. We're going to talk about Zion, the Phenom. About 18,000 people at a Summer League game. Unheard of. It's similar to another man when he was coming out like LeBron. Similar to him, like everyone wants to see this kid play. Now, we saw some flashes of some good things. We saw some good dunks, things of that nature. I'm going to ask you this, FSP. Who do you compare Zion Williams to? And I know we try not to compare players and this and that, but you have to. So, me personally, just watching that first half of that Summer League game, I'm going to be honest. He reminds me more of a Charles Barkley than anybody. I could be wrong, but this is just what I see from body structure to competitiveness, just from that one game and what we've seen in college and his build, things of that nature. And he can get up off the ground like Charles could get up off the ground for a so-called chubby athlete. So with that said, I think he compares more to Charles Barkley than anybody else. Moving on, guys. I'm just going to leave you with some words of inspiration here as we continue to move through the summer and things that we are doing in our life. All right. Always challenge yourself to lift as you climb. As you continue to do great things, it is our obligation as black men to lift other men up that look like us or other people up that look like us. So we should be building bridges of success for others. So remember this. Always lift as you climb. Let that marinate. Hey, I am the coach, Coach Brown it is, Rue, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. The first thing he talked about, Los Angeles Clippers being favorites in the West.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think so.
We got a long way from being done.
Yeah.
It's an arms race.
Oh my God, we don't even know what's about to happen. Some people are still about to be traded. There's still a player in Golden State that still doesn't, they don't know if he's going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of moving pieces. But this is the cool thing. There's a legit maybe 8 teams that can win the championship.
Legit.
Like legit.
I don't think you can name
The favorites.
Yeah, I don't think you can name at least
Not
4
yet.
teams that's guaranteed in the playoffs in the West.
Yeah,
You can't name 4 teams.
I really don't think so. The next thing you talked about, have we seen anything? My bad.
Just real quick, he kind of talked about the trade that happened.
Okay.
It doesn't make the Clippers a favorite. One thing I liked about the trade,
Okay.
was they didn't make all the experts look silly.
Oh my God, Jeff, that's a great point.
You know what I mean? Like it lets you know, like we can all speculate, we can all say what we want to, what's going to happen.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, you're not in that room.
No.
You don't know what's discussed.
No.
You can say I talked
For
to
sure.
a guy, I got a text from this guy. Man, you don't know what these dudes are going through.
Don't have a clue.
Because nobody called OKC doing that for Paul George.
No.
Nobody called that.
Mm-mm.
Nobody called Kawhi saying, I want to play with Paul George. Like, man, that was wonderful. Wonderful
No,
moment.
it's cool to see, man,
Yeah.
for sure. Jalen Rose stepped out there and
Yeah.
said he's 99% sure he's going
Yeah.
back to Toronto. He doubled down on it the next day. And you have people like Cuffs the Legend
Yeah.
on
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, Kendrick Perkins.
How long they gonna
Chris
keep
Carter. What the hell? How the hell did Chris Carter become an NBA inside?
See what I'm saying?
It's crazy stuff. But Shams is the person that
He broke it
broke
first,
the,
right?
broke that big
Be
story.
Woj. Be Woj to
He
it.
beat Woj to it. Then Woj came
Yeah.
with the
The
Paul
Paul
George
George.
side. So that was nuts. It was
Yeah.
cool to see, man.
Yeah.
As Coach Brown finished up, always lift as you climb.
Always.
Always, for sure.
Clean up what you mess up.
No, for sure. You know, yeah, that too. But like, you know what I'm saying? We got to make sure. Shout out to Coach, man. Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what coaches become.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
No more bums of the weed.
Nah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Come on,
uplift.
coach.
Yeah.
We
need
I
it.
believe
Yeah.
children are our future, you know?
Yeah.
And teach the world.
And let them lead the way.
Yeah, for
Look at
sure.
you know it now.
Show them all.
Let them lead the way. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's get started with the second half.
The second half is underway.
Second half, the 2019 NBA free agency winners and losers. Before we get started, I'm J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What it do?
Weezy, the NBA free agency 2019 began last Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there was a flurry of activity that will shape the balance of power in the NBA for many years to come. Several superstars changed teams, creating a wide open 2019-2020 NBA title race that should be compelling, to say the least. As of Monday morning, more than $3 billion in new contracts had already been agreed to. Now, episode
goodness.
278 of the FSP podcast will take a look at the early winners and losers from NBA free agency. Let's kick it off with the winners. Start off with the first thing. I think we as a unanimous saying that the Clippers are winners.
Man, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
I think one of the biggest mistakes in Laker history is letting Jerry West go. Because Jerry West wanted to stay, dog.
Okay.
And they did not want him to well, here's the thing. He had a beef
Yeah.
with Jeannie Buss.
Yeah.
So he left,
Yeah.
goes to Memphis,
Yeah. Built them up.
built them up
Yeah.
to a contender.
Yep.
Goes to Golden State.
We see what happened there.
See what the hell he did there. And now Steve Ballmer, the great like mind to sit and think, all right, I'm going to pay him way over market price, which he did for the team.
Right.
But he did that to get Jerry West in his front office. And, man, look what he did. Got a haul, man.
Yeah.
So you have your most improved player in 1 year. Not most, I mean, my bad. Six man. 2 6 man of the year candidates.
Yeah.
You bring in Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
You bring in Paul George. It's with one of the best coaches in NBA history.
Picture playing a perimeter position and have to score on them next year.
Straps. Seatbelts, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, how people going to
in
score in that team?
Dude. You got Pat Bev.
Yeah.
You got a defensive player of the year candidate in Paul George. And then you have a 2-time defensive player of the year.
And you probably have the 2 best two-way players
in the NBA.
In the NBA on the same
It's not
team.
even close.
Yeah.
And
strap up, my bad.
they got talent. And not only they got talent, they motivated. Pat Bev excited.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They need a 5, though.
They need a 5, but they're excited.
They need a serviceable 5. Just don't get in the way.
Yeah.
Do they go get Dwight Howard and his keister?
I don't know if Dwight Howard is mentally tough enough
for LA.
Because Pat Bev might spring on Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
And you got to break that up in practice.
And then Kawhi's just going to walk out like, man, I don't know what
the board man ain't going to let it happen. You know, Paul George got to keep his shoulders straight. You know, we don't know what's going on.
He picked sides. You know, he choose sides.
He choose sides. He stayed. Yeah, he's staying. But this is the thing with Paul George, and I'm sure we're going to talk about him a little later on the other side of the coin, which is the losers. Paul George, man, it's hard to. He couldn't be my favorite player. You understand what I'm saying? To be mad that the Lakers didn't trade for you.
Yeah.
So you signed back with OKC under the impression that y'all have unfinished business.
Right.
And then you leave the unfinished business to go sign up with somebody at home when you could have just did that a year ago.
Yeah.
He choose sides, man. He likes to be liked. Hey, man,
I've always.
we need you.
Here's my thing, and people have always talked about me for this.
Okay.
I've always had like that about Paul George. Always.
Yeah.
Not saying he's not a great player. Not saying he can't. He's one of the best two-way. I just say one of the best two-way players in the league.
Right.
Him and Kawhi.
Yeah.
But it's always something about Paul George. It's like, bro, I don't know.
It's something about
It's
him.
something about dude every
something
time.
about him.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for Doc.
Yeah.
Doc deserves this. You know,
Yeah.
he got a good run.
His
good
voice.
4 years.
His voice is in playoff mode
right
already.
now. You know, that's good. They just need to get a big. They have Landry Shamet. Here's the thing, and we're going to talk about Russell Westbrook, I'm sure, pretty soon here lately. Listen,
Okay.
they lose SGA. SGA was the point guard of the future.
Yeah.
You trade the point guard to the future to a team that has a legitimate top 10 point guard in Russell Westbrook.
Right.
And he mad now.
And so in turn,
Russ going to average 40, 10, and 12.
it won't be in OKC.
I know.
Yeah, anybody got another winner?
Yeah.
Want to stay with the same story?
Go ahead.
I'll step out there. OKC won that trade.
OKC won the trade.
OKC won that trade.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, they won that trade.
Oh yeah.
With what they brought back.
Yeah.
And prepare. And if they do if they do what you and I think they're going to do
Right.
and trade Russ,
Right.
you just set yourself up. And you got
set
Steven Adams as a piece to keep that. He's young. He's 25, 26 years old, coming to the best part of his career. And you got your man you just got from the Clippers and Gallinari, and you got 5 unprotected picks.
For sure. Here's the thing that I'm not too excited about the picks because those picks will be all 28, 29, 30s. So, but it's still, you're developing. You can get players in college basketball now at 28, 29, 30. No question about that.
Yeah, come on, man. Look at Kawhi wasn't in the lottery pick.
Yeah. No, dude.
Go ahead.
No.
Yeah.
And even with OKC, you didn't, you set precedent. Like Sam Presti is a person that deserves so much credit for this. Yeah. Because he got Paul George to come back to OKC of all places. Right?
Yeah.
Then you trade him and set up yourself, and he's going to get more value when he trades Russ.
Yeah.
Do OKC is set up for the long haul, and they'll have to restart, press the reset button, but they'll be fine.
And it's like what I was telling D Harris, shout out to D Harris. We were talking about this before I came in today. It was like, I'm not surprised because this is the team that's up against the luxury tax. Yeah. They didn't win anything. You can't bring that team back and keep paying the luxury tax with that market and you're not winning anything. Yeah. So, they won that to me. So,
that's a good win for them. And I think I think Sam Presti did the best he could do.
Absolutely.
With the
cards he was there.
And dude, to keep it hush like this.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear anything about Paul George.
Nothing.
Like one thing, I heard some Steven Adams talk.
Yeah.
I heard some Roberson talk.
All that.
Schroeder?
Where they coach today?
It don't matter.
Yeah. I mean, he's good.
Casualty
now.
award.
Yeah, he can coach that now. He don't have to be
Poor Billy Donovan. He should have left and went to Michigan when he had the chance when Beeline.
True enough.
Oh, yeah.
I got another one.
I do too. I
Go
got
ahead.
another one too.
Go ahead, Weezy.
I went underrated, man. The underrated winner was Dallas Mavericks.
The Dallas Mavericks. Okay.
Dallas Mavericks. Signing Seth.
Yeah.
They got the unicorn back.
Yeah.
A team is going to be dangerous in the West.
Yeah.
They
got a good team.
No problem. No.
Mark Cuban definitely has a type now. He signed Boban.
You know, he got a type.
Yeah, he got a type.
You know what he wants.
He has a type.
Yeah.
He wants a specific group of players.
Yeah.
I think that starting five looks good now.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be a starting point guard? They don't have a starting point guard as of right now.
I don't know.
That's gonna be tricky.
It might be Seth.
No, ain't gonna be Seth.
It could be.
They might start Jalen Brunson.
Okay, I
start
get that.
Jalen Brunson.
I get
Your
that.
boy Tim Hardaway Jr.
I don't know if he's gonna be.
Luke at the three. Chris Stops and
You can't start Boban.
you can't start the ball. Powell.
Yeah,
you start Powell.
You can't. What you can't do is start Boban.
You can't start the ball. For sure.
Uh-uh.
Another one I have is the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
I think Sunday was the greatest day in the history of the Brooklyn Nets organization. With Sean Marks being able to get Kevin Durant, even though it's a red shirt year for him, and Kyrie Irving, and also DeAndre Jordan.
But whatever that's worth.
Dude, 2 years ago, the Nets won 28 games,
Yeah.
and now it was a purgatory.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then you have a legitimate like NBA championship team, considering the fact that KD comes back at 100%.
Up until last night, they were the winners of free agency.
For sure,
Well,
they
up
were
until-
number one on my list.
Up until last night, they won this.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It might be the Lakers now.
I got one more. I got another winner.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I got some more.
Sixers.
Sixers. I got Sixers on my list for sure.
Sixers. That Al Horford signing. They go through the East. It goes Philadelphia. The East goes to Philadelphia now.
Yeah.
I'll go out and say it.
Really?
They are the favorites in the East.
I'm bittersweet on it because Al Horford's a great signing.
Yeah.
But the spotlight's on Tobias Harris and them getting all that money. He got to play.
Oh yeah, no.
But
He
I
gotta
think
play.
moving Jimmy helps him because now Jimmy was a ball dominant player and a ball dominant attitude as well. Now Tobias can grow into that being he's the number two option, scoring option besides Joel Embiid, and Ben can just do what he got to do.
Al Horford's a big boy signing though.
Yeah.
I mean, that you were
He's a
able
glue
to,
guy.
to
Yeah.
keep Tobias Harris and sign one of the best defensive and 3-point shooting big men that was giving you trouble.
Yeah.
He was giving Embiid trouble, man.
Yeah.
So I remember when Kobe Bryant signed Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
Or when Kobe Bryant went and got Rajah Bell.
Yeah.
And, you get Matt Barnes. You
Yeah.
get people that were giving you trouble.
Yeah.
You get them on your side.
Absolutely.
So I think that's what they did. Here's the thing that I worry about with the Sixers.
Okay.
10 seconds on the clock, right?
Mhm.
Who you get a ball to get a bucket? ISO.
It's got to be Tobias.
You can't. You don't have anybody.
It's,
It has to be Tobias.
It
You
has
give
to be
him
Tobias.
180,
Yeah.
190 million
Yeah,
bucks.
it's forced to be him.
It's
Yeah.
forced to be him, right?
Right.
He is now your
Yeah.
go-to person late.
Yeah.
You can't get about Embiid because they're going to double team
Right.
in the post.
you can run a play for Al. Boston used to do it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But your
Yeah.
person, your go-to
Yeah, I know what
person
you
now
mean.
is
Yeah.
Tobias Harris.
And that's only because he got 180 million. If it was anybody else, he wouldn't have got it wouldn't be that. The money made him is making him the guy now.
And the expectations though, because that was there. Because when he was traded to them, it was like, okay, they got another scorer. They got the guy who can get a bucket. That's
Right.
what I thought anyway.
Right.
It just didn't. It was just one basketball. It was too many guys last year.
Oh, for sure. I got another winner.
Okay.
The Utah Jazz.
For sure.
So you bounced in the first round of the playoffs, and you clearly needed help with Donovan Mitchell. He did not have anybody around him that could help and get an extra bucket, so he was shooting about 25 times, which me and you, Jeff, we have a different view on Donovan Mitchell, but as the life goes on, we'll see. But you go ahead and you trade for Mike Conley. You bring in Bogdanovich, who's one of the best shooters in the NBA.
Yeah.
You bring in a low risk, high reward Jeff Green.
Yeah.
You bring in Ed Davis. That is a good squad to put around
Yep.
the actual person, your team person, which is Donovan Mitchell. So
And they got a lot of team players. Those guys are all team guys.
Yeah.
I can't think one of those guys is all me.
yeah, nah,
All team guys.
and the only thing that is going to be missed out is losing Derek Favors, because I'm telling you, if the Lakers would have had a chance to sign Derek Favors earlier,
Yeah.
prior to the whole Kawhi gate where we're waiting to get him, Derek Favors would be the starting center in LA, but in chance you lose him to New Orleans.
But you gotta wait for Kawhi.
Oh yeah.
Speaking
For
of
sure.
New Orleans, that's one of my winners
Okay.
for sure.
I got a winner. Yeah, that's a winner for me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just signed JJ Redick. all the Laker guys. Which
the Laker guy.
the Laker guys. I mean, and they got what? How many draft picks they got for next year?
Yeah, they got two for next year. Yeah.
How many they got in the trade?
Right.
I got 4 altogether in the trade.
4 altogether.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying you talking about the two guys that they brought in this year.
Yeah.
Talking about Jackson Hayes.
Oh, my
Right.
bad, my bad,
Yeah,
my bad.
Nickeil Alexander. Yeah. But but you gotta look at it, man. Dave Griffin did everything he had to do with that trade. You bring in a person like JJ Redick, who's a great locker room guy. You add in my guy Derek Favors at the 5, so that 5 now is Lonzo, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Zion, and then you have Derek Favors. That's a good 5.
I'm saying it
Good
right now.
five.
Guaranteed playoffs.
That's a good 5, man.
Yeah, that's a big statement.
Guaranteed playoffs.
In the West,
Guaranteed.
Dude,
a little known fact about
If Gentry can do anything as a coach,
yeah.
if
David Griffin nailed this.
if he's anything as a coach, they're going to the playoffs.
A little known fact about JJ Redick. He's made more money every single year in his NBA career.
Hell yeah, he made $100 million.
Every,
Come on, man.
Oh,
JJ Redick,
JJ.
$100 million.
every year he's made more money.
Yeah, just jumpers.
They're jumpers.
Just jumpers, baby. Just jumpers. One more win and I'm done.
Okay.
Indiana Pacers.
Silently, but yes.
Silently.
Yeah.
Do you you lose Bogdanovich, you lose Thad Young,
Yeah.
but you bring in Malcolm Brogdon, who's gonna look great in starter minutes at a primary spot with the Pacers to play alongside Oladipo as he gets back to 100%. And you bring in Jeremy Lamb as well. 2 really good players, both young, 26, 27 years old between the both of them. They didn't acquire, a superstar, air quote, but they improved after 48 wins.
If Oladipo takes another step,
Yeah.
I think he can. I know you
Yeah,
do.
no,
You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
If he takes another step after being injured like that, they are. The East is gonna be fun to watch with that team.
Out of all of these winners, who you guys think are the biggest winners?
To me,
Yeah.
probably it's a toss up between the Clippers and the Pelicans.
Yeah.
I really think that Dallas. I'm high on Dallas Mavericks.
You like
man.
Dallas?
I like Dallas. I like that. I like that.
Let me change that. Clippers in Philadelphia.
I think the Nets, man. I think the Nets, being the fact that they were a really good team last year, and then you add in Kyrie, who is going to be tough to coach. That's an experiment by itself.
Right.
But you already have a team and a structure there. So you add in that with Spencer Dinwiddie, with Karis LeVert and Jerry Allen to mix in with DeAndre. That's a really good team, man, and I like that.
Real quick. Like when that news first broke, that was major news.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that's not the major news number? That's like third on the chopping block. I mean, third on the tier now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It happened.
Kyrie and KD.
Yeah.
It's not better than
Because one thing that happens because KD's not gonna be there next year.
Yep.
right.
That's the only thing.
Is that but even when they get together and play 2 years from now, is that better than Paul George and Kawhi?
No, I'm telling you, I don't believe in anything that has to do with Kyrie Irving. But I like the Brooklyn Nets, though. I like I like the team that they have around.
Shout out to your boy, IT man. He get a chance.
Oh man,
on a bad team where he can actually
He gonna
shine.
shoot the hell out of the ball. Oh my god, he gonna get 25 shots a game playing with Brad.
Is it
Pitt.
gonna be efficient?
He saw.
It don't matter.
He
It's
saw
gonna
that his eyes got so big. I'm going where?
He going count it.
John Wall. Oh yeah, sign up now.
Sign
Let's go.
me up.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, for sure. Let's move on to the losers. I want to kick it off with
Let's
the
do it.
mind of Paul George. Listen, man. In the last 3 years, he forces a trade.
Yeah.
Out of Indiana.
Yeah.
Goes to OKC.
Yeah.
And gets lit up by Ingles in the first round, and they're out. Right.
Calls himself playoff.
For
Don't
sure.
forget playoff P.
For sure, playoff P.
Playoff P.
Playoff P, for sure. You make a 3-part documentary where he proclaims his love for OKC and the brotherhood with Russ.
Yeah.
Means more than playing in LA.
Yeah.
In a year's time, you demand a trade. Hey, let's focus back. Disappeared in the first round gets gamed by Dame.
No, he got series.
The series.
He got series by
sure.
Dame.
So then you force a trade to LA. Let's
Yeah.
get where we at currently. To be coached by Paul George, to be coached by Doc Rivers, who you cheated on his daughter with a stripper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man. So this means that Doc Rivers
He ain't coming
once traded his son
Yeah.
and also now is coaching a guy that cheated on his daughter.
Yeah.
NBA, man. Greatest league
Dirty
on
game.
earth.
Greatest damn league on earth.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, Paul George, man, is a different dude, man. He just a different, like he wired different.
Yeah.
And he's one of those people that just needs to be accepted, like Weezy said.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I got another loser.
I'm sure it all goes back to OKC losing with Russell Westbrook.
My bad.
Okay, speak. What do you mean?
He's got to be furious, right? They put this team together, and me and you sat and talked right here in this studio and was like, that's a good team.
Yeah.
If Roberson comes back.
Yeah.
And then Roberson doesn't come back and all hell breaks loose. It's just
they both get hurt.
Yeah.
Paul's more hurt than and Russ has his worst shooting year of his career.
Yeah.
I just don't think he starts. I don't think he starts the season in OKC.
Yeah, I can't see it happening, dog.
Yeah.
I can't see it happening.
It's none of these players in the NBA want to play through the storm no more. They don't want to play through the bad years.
Yeah.
Because the contract is set up where you don't have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to play.
And the bad years are bad.
You can sign a 2 or 3 year contract. It's like, oh wait, what's going on? Nah, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do it no more.
You can actually go for it. Hey, I want to be traded.
Yeah.
Because teams don't want to lose. They don't want to lose you for nothing. They don't want to get James Harden. Hey, see what happened to OKC with James Harden in other situations. Like, man, I might lose you for nothing. Let me at least get a couple of picks.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Let's talk about another loser. Who got?
I want the Hornets.
The Hornets. Yeah.
We're
gonna get about the Hornets.
that Rozier trade it just didn't make any sense. Yeah. It was forced.
Yeah.
Like I gotta get somebody. I did Mike too, man.
Yeah, Kemba Walker's
I'm
great.
weird.
Yeah.
I'm weird on this. I think they were smart about it.
You think so?
How?
Giving Kemba a max for what? For what?
No, I get that.
To be a 9th seed?
No, I get that, Jeff.
To be a 9th, 10th seed?
I understand that, but you didn't get better.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
You make the trade for Kemba during the season so you get more.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing. That's why they're a loser in my book.
That's true.
You don't get anything except you get Terry Rozier, who's going to be great. I'm telling you, he's going to average 20 points a game. He's going to look good in Charlotte. But you don't get anything for Kyrie. I'm not Kyrie, but Kemba Walker with what you could have got. You could have got some draft picks. You could have got just a haul for a player like Kemba Walker.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the market was as heavy for Kemba last year where they could have got anything for him. Because really, where could he have went?
Utah.
Maybe.
Pacers. Some teams,
but that injury happened. The injury happened late. Because remember, not late, but when Oladipo went down.
No, it was still before the trade deadline, though. Because remember they was going to get Mike Conley.
Right. So I just wonder, but getting Rozier helps them though. And they'd be in the same spot. They'd be in the same spot.
But you lose your top 2 scorers in Lamb and Kemba Walker.
Jeremy Lamb can't be my number 2 scorer.
And what I seen when they made
that's one thing.
When they made this signing right here, it let me know that Michael Jordan is just about the bottom line. I don't think he cares about that team winning. He can't.
I just think that it's just horrendous asset management by the Hornets. And I get it. They got what's the guy that used to be at the Lakers? And now he's with the Hornets. White guy, Mitch Kupchak. You are doomed now because you don't have pieces to move, and now you draft horribly. Man,
that's what you got to do. Man.
Yeah, man, you just got to draft better
because you're going to get picks because you're going to be sorry. You're going to be not a good team. So you got to draft well.
We got to talk about the Knicks.
Okay,
they're definitely a loser.
I'll let y'all have that. I don't know what to say about them guys,
dude. So you traded Kristaps to the Mavericks in exchange for Dennis Smith.
Yeah.
You moved up. You got a lot of cap space to do that.
Yeah.
Cleared up cap space to sign at least 2 max players.
Right.
You had $80 million in cap space.
Okay.
And they ended up being, now granted, these pieces are good to go along with the young pieces that you have. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I wouldn't have gotten 4 of the same players in the same position. Now, all of them play different positions.
I know what you mean.
At the position that they play. Yeah. But they play it differently. Yeah. But you get Taj Gibson. Yeah. You get Julius Randle. Yeah. You get who else did they get? What's the other big that they got? Shit. There's another big that they got.
I know when they signed Julius Randle and Taj Gibson, I said, well, what the hell?
It's another big that they got. And I was like, dude. And then you get Elfrid Payton.
And Wayne Ellington.
And Wayne Ellington. Come on, man.
At least they signed those guys to 1 or 2s.
2s max, yeah. The only person that's there long term is Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. At least he got his money.
So you get Julius Randle. Here's why I'm not disagreeing with you. It looks funny. If you're a Knicks fan, it's like we came in thinking we're going to get Zion, we're going to get KD, we're going to get Kyrie, and we get RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett is going to be all right. And he's just got to find his sea legs. He'll be fine. But that young team is going to be all right. You got Dennis Smith starting at your point. You're going to start RJ at the 2.
Yeah.
You're probably going to do Knox at the 3, Julius Randle at the 4, Mitchell Robinson at the 5. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's a 9th, 10th seed.
Every 2 or 3 years. Ever Payton coming off the bench.
Ever Payton coming off the bench, your backup.
Yeah.
Then you have Reggie Bullock. Then you have Alonzo Trier.
Yeah.
You got players.
Just look at the summer league team.
Just think about it though. You have that, and then you were thinking about getting, and then you don't even offer KD the max.
That's where it looks bad.
You gotta offer KD the max.
But I get it though, because he's offered the next to Vin Baker,
Yeah.
Amari Stoudemire.
Hurt.
All these guys were
Hurt.
hurt.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Eddie
I can't
Curry.
get burned again.
That's true.
I can't get
That's
burned
true.
again.
That's
But thinking
true.
about it like this,
Again, I know KD's game gonna age better than all those guys,
Yeah.
but you can't get
You
burned.
can't get
again.
burned.
Oh man.
we speaking on this as if we're just random NBA fans.
Right.
But what if you was a Knicks fan talking about this?
I'm sick.
You're furious.
That's what I'm saying.
I haven't played meaningful basketball since 1998.
Yeah, you're furious with
Melo
this.
had that 1 year. Melo had the 1 year.
Meaningful.
They got beat by the Pacers.
Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, second. Semis.
Eastern Conference
Semis.
Finals.
They got beat by the semis.
Meaningful
They went
basketball.
6 with the Pacers.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's
Joe.
been a while.
I'm just saying that was the
Stop.
playoff run. You
Yeah,
know what I
for
mean? That's the last playoff run.
If you can't remember, it's been a while.
Him, Jason Kidd, Rasheed
Yeah.
Wallace,
Yeah.
Jim Jason Kidd, Rasheed Wallace, J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
It was the last team.
It's tough,
Yeah.
Boston Celtics, another.
That's definitely.
Come on, man.
Definitely.
You replace Kyrie Irving with Kemba Walker, who it's going to be a plus. I like that, actually.
Okay.
It's going to be a better locker room guy. He's a better leader,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
But you lose Al Horford.
That's the
that
one.
dude.
Yeah.
And I understand you don't want to pay him 4 years because he's already 33, 34 years old, but he's a leader.
Yeah.
He plays defense and he plays outside, which you need with a player like Kemba Walker, man.
His value goes longer than just on the court.
Oh, my God. And then you lose Aaron Baines as well.
Yeah.
So, man, you replace that with Enes Kanter?
That's a lot. That's where the loser comes in for me. It's like your replacement is Enes Kanter.
Enes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Next thing, Orlando Magic. Does anybody know exactly what they're trying to accomplish in Orlando?
I have no clue.
Let me tell you what I do know.
Okay.
They are ready for my boy Fultz because they have not addressed the point guard position.
I wish you would have brought that up.
So you overpay to keep Vucevic,
Yep.
which was bad enough. Then you give Al Farouk Aminu 3 years, $29 million,
Right.
when you already have Aaron Gordon
Yeah.
and Jeff's guy. What's my guy? The 3 man, your boy.
The preacher?
Yeah, the preacher.
Oh, my
what's this
God.
kid's name?
Doggone it.
What's the 3?
I have no idea.
No, not Fournier. Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah.
And then you give Terrence Ross $54 million.
That's a lot.
Come on, man.
I have no clue what they're doing. The
You
worst
already-
thing they do is make the playoffs. They made the playoffs last year. That's the worst thing that can happen. to
Dude,
them.
and you already have Mo Bamba. You already have
Shout out to Mo.
Kim Birch, Okiki. Like, they better hope they earn a playoff position next year, man. Because you spent a lot of money. You damn near at the damn luxury tax with players, and you're not even going
And
to play meaningful
That's
basketball.
what I'm saying. Yeah, just fill out a roster with that and just show
Come
look
on,
at
man.
I agree with you 100% on that. What about the Bucks?
I think the Bucks made it. Hey, man. The Bucks, that hurt them.
Yeah.
You lose Brogdon.
Yeah.
I think things would have been different if they didn't sign Bledsoe earlier to that extension. I really do.
Because you made your choice on who you
Exactly.
wanted right there with
I think
Bledsoe.
you lose him, but you replace him with Wes Matthews
Yeah, but
And you threw the book at what's it called? You gave all your money to
to Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton,
You
yeah.
got to pay him though
Yeah.
because you can't lose
that was your
Brogdon
all-star. Yeah.
and Middleton.
Yeah.
I just think that I wonder if they would have gave that money to Bledsoe a little later, that they would have been able to keep Brogdon.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really say that, but you bring in both Lopez brothers.
That's gonna look weird.
Replace it with
Like-
George Hill. Like,
Anybody-
Naming both Lopez brothers.
I think they come to like maybe 4th, 5th in the East now.
It's gonna catch up to them.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you now, man. Because now I think Boston,
I think
Philly.
Philly. I think Philly.
damn Toronto. Woo! Damn Toronto.
Toronto go, man, listen to me.
Toronto.
Enjoy
You
it.
talking about waking up
You see, Toronto tried to trade Paul George and
West.
Russ
Yeah, where's
for
Pascal.
and Kyle Lowry, and they said nah.
I said no.
Woo! That's who lose. That's another loser for me.
Yeah.
L.A. Lakers and Toronto. Whoever missed out on the Kawhi
Yeah.
sweepstakes,
Yeah,
they were going to be like
'Cause-
ultimately doomed.
because Toronto couldn't make another move.
You can't make another move
because you got to wait on him, and because if you don't want us to do nothing else, then he's like you can't get him.
you replace Kawhi Leonard with OG Anunoby at the 3 now.
see, and what that whole
Got
Kawhi
you
thing.
out of it.
What that whole
They
Kawhi
did.
thing, I don't call it. I don't blame the teams. But the teams did everything they could. It's just him.
It's
He didn't want to go there.
They gambled. Toronto gambled. They won because they got
Yeah.
the chip,
Yeah,
and now it's like now you got to deal with what comes after that.
but you like you like. Do you know how easy it was for Kawhi to make a decision after he just won a chip from somewhere else?
He knew what the hell he was doing. He
Right.
had shoes released the next day.
I don't think he was.
Uncle
I
Dennis,
think he slept
man.
great.
Uncle Dennis is smarter than we giving him credit for.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, man, know what he want.
And one of my last losers, the Phoenix Suns. You didn't even go after D'Angelo Russell because you say that he was going to be a bad locker room influence on Devin Booker.
Where does come from?
Who already has 2 women pregnant right now? Like, what are you talking about? Like, D'Lo, he's grown up, he's matured.
Yeah, he made a mistake.
Like, the Suns made a mistake. And I get it. I love Ricky Rubio. He's going to look great there. It's a good starting 5 now. But you do not miss out an opportunity to sign a player like D'Angelo Russell.
I would hate to be a Phoenix Suns fan.
I would. Listen,
the way they run their team is...
It's different, bro.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about my Bulls.
Oh.
You got it. So it's yours, brother.
I like what we did on draft night.
Okay.
I like Kobe White.
Right.
I like adding Gafford.
Okay.
Too big. But listen, we had Thad Young.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Thomas Satoransky. I mean, we have Chris Dunn. Why do we give Thomas Satoransky $30 million?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. We got Log Jam at the 4. We got Laurie. Still got Thad Young. We got Wendell Carter.
Yeah.
Just, that's why I'm mad at Lakers fans. Because the Bulls have went through 4 rebuilds. 4.
Yeah.
4. We rebuild with Mike from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
We rebuild again with Jay Williams and the Ducati. We rebuild again. No, before Derrick Rose, we rebuild with Jalen Rose, Eddie Robinson.
Yeah.
And then we rebuild again with D Rose.
Yeah.
We're going through 4 rebuilds. The Lakers won a championship in 2010.
Yeah.
Played meaningful basketball in 2010.
Yeah.
We haven't played meaningful basketball since Derrick Rose. So I don't want to hear that shit. You got AD and you got LeBron James. You'll be just fine.
And
Boogie.
And a focused Boogie.
And a
full offseason, healthy, coming into the season, healthy Boogie.
Man, who's the biggest loser out of these losers?
The biggest loser out of everybody out here?
Well, out of the people that we talked about.
I think
Toronto.
Yeah.
It's got to be Toronto.
Because that's like,
that's
like what is it? The highest of highs
and the lowest of lows. The lowest of lows.
Because that's a lot for Pascal. Like, Pascal is now got the
best
green
player
light
on the team.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go from being bro, they might not make the playoffs next year. How do you go from being the number 1 seed to not making the playoffs?
Kawhi Leonard.
One player.
By one player. And that's the risk that Sam Presti did with Paul George. You take that risk, right?
Yeah.
And he won.
Yeah.
Masai didn't win. Yeah. But they won the championship.
They won the chip.
So,
but see,
it's bittersweet.
Yeah. You traded out for a chip.
For sure.
Because you got that on your resume for
But that's
forever.
what I'm saying, though. That chip is still looking like people, like I just said, oh, they got a chip. Like, they won the championship.
Not even a month ago, right?
And that's still not even that's not celebrated enough.
I don't know.
Like, they won a championship.
Boy, man, got out of there as soon as he won.
That boy got out of there. Playing with the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, dog, he scammed the entire NBA this summer.
I don't think he scammed him.
I'm telling you, he knew exactly what he
there.
asked KD first, and KD said no. He moved on to Paul George, and he waited until everything would clear up and the moratorium started, which was today, the 6th, and he made the trade happen, and he signed on that day because now the Lakers are in a flux. They don't know what the hell to do. I'm sure they had contingency plans to set up, in case this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But those contingency plans were going out the door each day. Yeah. He said, nah, because KD and they were signed in the first day.
Yeah,
and he told,
hour.
Yeah.
And every trip he went on, he had his big homies with him. Said, look, if y'all say anything, they're gonna take care of y'all. Because nobody said nothing.
Yeah, nobody said nothing.
But I think that's what messed the Lakers up. Magic talking.
You think so?
Magic was like,
no.
He want me in there with him.
No, but they called Magic.
They think they came down here.
But Magic can't say that though. I can come to Magic. If I went to LA, if I was a star and I'm going to LA, I'm gonna call Magic first. Yeah. Don't just tell my business though, Magic. Chill out, man.
And there we go, man. NBA free agency, FSP style. Winners, losers. Was it more winners and losers? I think it was more winners.
More winners.
More winners.
It's the off season.
I'm excited. I'm ready for it to start right now.
Yeah, just like seriously. Tip off, pause.
Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready for football.
Nah, forget that.
Yeah,
Just get straight back to the.
You're a Buffalo Bills fan for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a
Titans fan though, bro.
We made
don't just jump like you a Super Bowl contender.
Like, yeah, right.
You a 49ers fan? Y'all
real. We got a quarterback. We got the best quarterback in this table at this table right now. Jimmy frying every for sure.
What are you saying?
For sure. Yeah.
Can't win.
We got the best running back.
Yeah.
Who?
We got Shady.
A little longer than 2.
She's still shady though. Take him over whatever you got. And just see.
We're gonna beat y'all this year. We're going to that game,
We
right?
going that game. We going that game.
Oh man. Whoa. Hey man. All right, we get it, cameraman. That's another show in the books. Episode 278, man. Appreciate you guys listening. And tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press.
Yep.
Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
Just tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
about that Full Sport Press podcast. Weezy,
Everything paid for, baby.
Jeff,
Camera's always on, brother.
The Revolution will be podcast. The cameraman, we are out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.